Welcome to Cooking with Jason, where we're going to make pecan crusted chicken. I have 2 chicken breasts flattened to about 1/2 inch, about 1/8 cup of extra virgin olive oil, a pinch of sugar. I have 1 tablespoon of poultry seasoning, 2 eggs, a 1/2 cup of flour, a 1/4 cup of milk, 1 cup of chopped pecans, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of cayenne, and about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper to taste. Also, what I'll be serving with the pecan crusted chicken is what we have right here, zucchini fritters. So I have 1/2 bunch of parsley, 1/2 bunch of dill, about a 1/2 cup vegetable oil, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon pepper, 2 eggs, 2 zucchinis, and I have about a tablespoon of baking powder and 8 ounces of feta cheese crumble. I have my eggs and my milk. I'm going to go ahead and whisk these together in here. Get that nice and going good. Alright, then I'm going to take all my other ingredients here in a large bowl, and I'm just going to mix those all together. So now I got my egg wash, and this is going to be what I dip it in. Okay, and I like to take the salt and pepper and mix that into the egg wash. Alright, and then I just take all this here, make sure I get it nice and evenly mixed. And it's going to look something like that. Alright, so now I'm going to take my 1/2 bunch of dill and I'm just going to mince it. And I'm going to do the same thing with the parsley. I want to get a nice mince to it. And the dill is going to be a lot easier to mince than the parsley, just by the way it grows. Nice fresh smell. So here we have all the grated zucchini, and as well as the grated zucchini, like I stated in a previous recipe when I did the stuffed 8 balls, you could have went ahead and grated the stuffing and served it with that instead. But I wanted to show the recipe with just 2 zucchinis this time. But you always have the choice. Now that you have them grated, what you want to do is take the zucchini in your hands and give them a squeeze and get all the moisture out. So when you're cooking them, you won't have all this moisture left in your zucchini. Okay, so now I'm going to take the egg and the cheese, and I'm going to whisk these together. Get a nice blend. Make sure the egg is nice and beaten and all the cheese is covered. And now I'm going to add my minced parsley and dill. I'm going to go ahead and mix that together. And now I'm going to go ahead and put the zucchini in. It's been drained. And I'm going to just mix all this together until I get it all nice and mixed together. Alright, one thing I almost forgot to tell you that you're going to need is 8 tablespoons of flour. So I'm going to go ahead and put that flour in there, my baking soda, and my salt and pepper, and I'm going to give it the final little mixture here. It should look something like this. And what you're going to do now is you're going to take and heat a skillet over medium heat take about a tablespoon of the mixture, throw it in the pan, put as many as you can in the pan, and about 1 minute per side until both sides are fried. And then take the fritters out and put them on a paper towel and let the excess oil dry out. And what I like to do, because I like things spicy, is as they're cooking I sprinkle just a little cayenne on each one. That's optional. So now I'm going to put my covering on my chicken, and I'm going to have one wet hand and one dry hand. So my left hand is going to be my wet hand. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. And I'll go ahead and push this in here. I'll get it nice and coated. Alright. Sprinkle some on top, push it in. Make sure it's nice and coated. Alright. And there we go. And there we go. Alright, so now I'm going to take my chicken. I already heated my pan. And depending on the chicken size, it should be about 5 minutes per side. Alright, so now we got the oil heated for the fritters. I'm going to go ahead and just put little spoonfuls in. And we're going to put as many as we can in the pan here. Alright, so now that we got as many in there as we can, I'm going to go ahead and let those cook for about a minute until they're golden brown. Then I'm going to turn them over, do the same thing to the other side, and then remove them from the pan, place them on a plate with a paper towel to drain the excess oil. So here you see after flipping, got a nice brown coat to them. And about 1 more minute on a medium-high heat, they should be done. The chicken, after it's been flipped, got a nice brown crust to it. Got about 2 or 3 more minutes left, and this will be done as well. And there you go. You have your pecan crusted chicken with zucchini fritters.